Hello, my dear students. Welcome to English class. So, today we are going to read the first chapter from your course book, The Shoemaker by Charles Dickens. This is an extract from The Tale of Two Cities. So, are you all excited? Hopefully, yes. Okay, so let's begin with the chapter. Let us know about the author Charles Dickens. Charles John Huffman Dickens was born on 7th February 1812 in England. He was an English writer and social critic. He created some of the world's best known fictional characters and is regarded by many as the greatest novelist of the Victorian era. His father was imprisoned when Charles was 12, and he had to work at that tender age. He experienced the pain of poverty, and this helped him become the voice of the poor and working class. Some of his popular books are David Copperfield, Oliver Twist, A Christmas Carol, and A Tale of Two Cities. He died on 7th February 1812 at the age 58 in England. So this is an extract from the novel A Tale of Two Cities, Charles Dickens. So let us know about the novel in short. A Tale of Two Cities is an 1859 historical novel by Charles Dickens, set in London and Paris, before and during the French Revolution. The novel tells the story of the French Dr. Manet, his 18 years long imprisonment in the Bastille in Paris, and his release to live in London with his daughter Lucy, whom he had never met. The story is set against the conditions that led up to the French Revolution and the Reign of Terror. So let us know the characters in the story. Monsieur Defarge, he is a leader of the Jacquerie, a roving band of peasants during the French Revolution. Mr. Jarvis Lorry, an English banker, a loyal friend to the Manet family. Mr. Lorry shepherded the family out of Paris after the doctor's release from prison and during the revolution. Lucy Manet, a beautiful young woman recognized for her kindness and compassion. After being reunited with her father, she cares for him and remains devoted to him, even after her marriage to Charles Darnay. Dr. Manet, a doctor from Beauvais, France, who was secretly imprisoned in the Bastille for 18 years and suffers some mental trauma from the experience. After being released, he is nursed back to health by his daughter Lucy in England. During the revolution, he tries to save his son-in-law Charles Darnay from the guillotine. So here is the setting of the story. The year is 1775 and life in England and France seems paradoxically the best and the worst that it can be. The rulers and ruling classes of both countries may have the best of life, but they are out of touch with the common people and believe that the present status will continue forever. Before the French Revolution, France was experiencing a serious economic failure. There was a dearth of food. The common man struggled before poor harvest because poor harvest and improper transportation systems made food very expensive. The upper class did not have to worry as they had a stable living. The rich stayed wealthy, but a majority of the French population was starving. Although the French Revolution took place later, the common man had started becoming desperate and restless, and the suffering and anger eventually led the French peasantry to revolt. So, here is a summary of the chapter The Shoemaker. It is from Book 1, Chapter 6, A Tale of Two Cities. The man making shoes works steadily at his bench, aged and weakened by his long years in prison. He seems to be aware only of the task at hand, shoemaking, and does not even know that he has been released from prison. Despite the fact that he is no longer in prison, he still seems buried alive when we first see him. Both his mind and body are hidden from view. Even after some light enters the garret where he works, the doctor looks more dead than alive, with his hollow face, withered body, and a hand so thin that it looks transparent. Similarly, when Monsieur Defarge and Mr. Lorry try to talk to him, his mind seems starved and wasted to the point of being able to comprehend only the most basic questions and focus solely on his work. When asked his name, he responds 105 North Tower. When Lucy approaches him, however, she seems familiar to him, especially after he compares her hair to two golden hairs that he kept tied in a cloth around his neck. He begins remembering Lucy's mother and is confused and troubled when he hears Lucy's voice, which sounds like her mother's voice. Lucy embraces her father, comforting him as he begins to weep. After 18 years of being physically and mentally removed from the world, the doctor has suffered greatly and appears to have lost all sense of time, place, and self. Later, Monsieur Defarge helps Mr. Lorry and Lucy to remove Dr. Manette from the city. As the coach carrying Mr. Lorry, Lucy, and Dr. Manette rambles to the ship that will take them back to England, Mr. Lorry can't help looking at the man they had recovered and wondering if the doctor will be able to be recalled to life. Thank you, my dear students. We will be back in the next class. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy.